It's the year of the bundle for Nintendo Switch. Not content with 6 billion bundles, they've added one more. Diablo 3 Eternal Collection gets a Switch bundle with custom Switch art, custom Switch dock, and custom Switch carrying case. What's going on, everybody? It's Zach from Switch Force. Gabe is here, and on this fine Monday morning, we learned that November 2nd, we'll have 2 new Switch consoles coming out. You got the Smash Bros. Bundle that releases, oddly, over a month before the game with its dock art and its Joy-Con art, no Switch art. And now we have this Diablo bundle that has dock art, no Joy-Con art, but a little bit of backplate art.
Yeah, such a strange situation, Zach. So many bundles for people to pick from this coming holiday season. This one does offer a carrying case, which, that's cool, right? Because no other bundle really offers that, so some extra value there. That ends up being free because this retails for $359. It's the console, the game, and I guess the case is just a nice added bonus. I know that neither of us are huge Diablo fans, but if you're out there and you really want this Diablo and this hooded figure on your dock, this is for you. I also find it interesting that it's a very similar color to the Smash one.
Going with
the actual
the
embodiment.
black and white look. Yeah. It is interesting. The dock is cool to me. The backplate art is just so weird. It's just on one side. It almost looks like they forgot something on the other side, which not really liking that all that much. Honestly, in terms of the design of the sort of the limited edition console, it's my least favorite of the 3 we're getting this fall. Obviously, my top choice is the Pokemon one, then the Smash, and then Diablo. But as you mentioned, that free case is nice. It's one of the only free things that you get in these bundles, and it just expands their offering. Now they have bundles that kind of appease or are appealing to every kind of potential Switch buyer. You've got the Fortnite bundle, you've got the Smash bundle, you have a Mario Tennis bundle, you have a Diablo bundle now, a mature rated bundle for Nintendo Switch, which that alone is kind of interesting. Does it really move the needle all that much? I don't know, but again, it is cool that they are offering this in such a way, and I think that their strategy to bundle so many different games with the Switch console, it's a pretty good strategy, I think, for the coming shopping craze.
Yeah, I can't imagine they make a ton of these, right? Because the mature audience on Switch is something that, while fantastic, probably I'm trying to wonder who is going to get this, right? Because if you like Diablo that much to go pay this much for this console with half a horn on the back of it, you already played Diablo. So yeah, that just becomes a very interesting thing to me. Also, seriously, why the half a horn?
I don't know. I mean, I think the inclusion of a big Blizzard property on the Switch is a big deal, and therefore this sort of celebrates that. So if you have played Diablo, getting a Blizzard Nintendo hybrid limited edition console, pretty freaking cool. Again, just odd that they aren't bringing any separate Joy-Con to the table this fall. They've got the Smash Pro controller releasing alongside the game, but nothing really else individually accessory-wise, which is odd to me. The bundle clearly is how they want to sell this thing, and I would love to see an eventual holiday breakdown of okay, what bundles sold, how many were just the straight-up console. It just seems like they want this thing, they want the price of Switch to be basically $360 this fall.
Yeah, I mean, the game adds the value in the case.
Sure, it's just that. That's the sort of the total price that you pay. The Pokemon one, Let's Go, is $400 because it includes the Pokeball Plus. But yeah, just really, I don't know. I haven't seen this from Nintendo in a super long time. Microsoft kind of has been the Sony to a degree, bundling just tons of different games with consoles and offering those packages to potential purchasers. It's interesting to see Nintendo do it, and they're going just full pedal to the metal with this idea of dock art and backplate art, now something that they completely avoided for the first year and a half, and now we get 3 of them back to back to back. Do you foresee this being the trend going forward, that now Fire Emblem and Yoshi and Metroid Prime, are these Animal Crossing, are we expecting now just unique docks and unique Switches for every major release?
It would be cool. There's probably no reason not to. You make a bunch of these and you sell them to the hardest of the hardcore fan, but it's just so tricky. How many Switch consoles can one person get? Like, they're obviously not catering to, like, hey, you one person buy all three of these. Like, that's not happening.
Right.
It's more skewed towards the fan bases for these games being so hardcore. Pokemon has a hardcore fan base. So does Smash. So does Diablo. So, I mean, so does Fire Emblem. I guess, for what you're saying, it does apply. I personally would like, next year, big hardware year for Nintendo, we presume, right? New Switch, N64. Give us different colored, like, backplates instead of just, like, these, like, etchings. Like, that's something I would, like, probably want. It's so hard for me to get a new Switch. And, a half a horn, or it's a full horn, I guess. But
stop hating on the horn.
But one horn on the back of the Switch isn't selling me his. So they got to do something cool, like a different color or something like that.
Well, I think expanding the accessory offering for current Switch owners is just a big missing here. I'm not sure why they're not trying to take more to market to get you and I, or majority of the people watching this video, to get in on some extra money action via accessories. Because yeah, you're right. Unless you are the craziest of crazy, buying a second Switch is tough, and these things aren't coming piecemeal. It's not like, I can just get the second Pokemon dock, so I have a dock for my living room and my office. I have to get the whole thing. I would love to see Nintendo, offer more for us guys and girls. That would be really great. But let us know in the comments down below if this is now a bundle that appeals to you, and just how you think about Nintendo doing this whole bundled custom dock, custom Switch strategy, and I guess maybe a direct review of the very odd art on the back plate of the Switch. It's so limited.
Question.
So limited. Yes.
All right. I know you're getting to Pokemon and Smash.
Yeah, don't even say it. The collector in me, like, the fire burns very, very, very bright, because I did this with PlayStation for a long time, where when they came out with the MGS 5 console, when they came out with the Destiny 2 console, even the Battlefront console, like, I was so on board.
People don't know this. You have a bunch of consoles.
I'm a huge collector when it comes to limited edition stuff. I love it. My dream future, where I have them all mounted on the wall, is maybe imploding before my eyes, or maybe it'll occur. I'm not quite sure. But either way, I like this one the least. I'll say that. So It's easy for me to skip.
Okay. All right. Good. Sensible.
Takes a lot of courage to say that, because I mean, I've wanted this from the start, Nintendo, to do this limited edition custom console stuff. I just think the colored stuff is very cool when you have, like, the Pikachu and Eevee bundle giving you, like, the really awesome Joy-Con pair, and the art on the dock being bright and new. Like, I don't know, these kind of look just, like, stenciled on there, and that, to me, I mean, it fits the gray scheme, and, like, that's all nice and dandy. I'm sure a lot of people like how it's subtle, but it's not really showing off to me all that much. Let us know if it shows off to you in the comments down below what you think. Make sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all the latest and greatest from the Switch and from whatever Nintendo cooks up next in terms of custom consoles. It just seems like they just keep on coming. Odd that this one's announced literally 2 weeks before the game releases. But let us know your take. Make sure to follow us on Twitter and Discord. Links in the description below. And until next time, for myself and Gabe, thanks so much for watching. A fantastic day. Switch Force, out.